From the very beginning, humans have forged their world through creativity. Inventions and ideas have built civilizations. But what exactly is creativity? And where does it come from?
You know, creativity is a hard word because it means many different things to many different people. Sometimes when people think about creativity, they think about creativity in the arts, writers, painters. I think that narrow definition is probably quite wrong. There's a lot of creativity in science. You can be very creative in business.
Dr. Nancy Andreasen has been unraveling the mysteries of the creative brain for decades.
Some people way oversimplify the nature of creativity by saying creativity is that moment of insight, that eureka moment. Creativity is very much a process. The first step is preparation, and that's something that we all do by acquiring information and just having knowledge about a whole variety of things. At some point we identify a question or a goal. Then what happens is a process of incubation, where all that information that's in the person's head closes in and you get the solution to the problem, the eureka moment. I do imaging studies of creative people. And for me, that was a preparation, incubation, eureka moment process, because I realized creativity is not something you can just tell somebody to turn on. It's more miraculous. It just happens. You're not going to be able to put somebody in an MR scanner and say, think a creative thought. So I said, well, instead of trying to capture the creative moment, let's capture what it is in the brain that makes creativity possible. And that led me to thinking about the fact that these ideas that arise, they arise because people are making connections, and those connections are made in the parts of the brain that are designed to make connections, which we call the association cortices. And the whole purpose of those areas of the brain are to connect one thing with another, an image with its emotion, a word with its meaning. Just to take an example, you're looking at a page right there and you're seeing white paper with black symbols on it. Those black symbols get transmitted to your visual cortex. And what happens when you see is nothing. Those black figures on white have no meaning. What you have to do is send those black figures through a tract to visual association cortex, where the words are recognized as words. What is creativity, say? That sentence is recognized. Then to add the further meaning, you have to forward it on to language association regions, where the associations with words like creativity are made. So these association cortices are the reservoirs of knowledge and meaning in the brain. Mine is going to be different from yours, and that's one of the things that makes us all individual human beings. The ability to really pull the exciting information and meaning out of what is around us is dependent on how rich our association cortices are. And so people who are highly creative are people who have more powerful association cortices. They can make more connections, see more new connections.
And Dr. Andreasen has been seeing new connections since 1974, when she launched an innovative brain study with 30 writers from the Iowa Writers' Workshop. One of her most striking discoveries? Writers who formed original associations also tended to suffer from higher rates of mood disorders.
There is some relationship between having mental illness and doing creative things. It's obviously not one-to-one. I mean, not all creative people have mental illness, and certainly the other half of it, not all people who are mentally ill are creative. But there are people who certainly have both.